Half the internet says MCP is the standard that won. The other half says it's already dead. Well, both are kind of right. Here's what it's genuinely good at, and the part nobody puts in the demo. Before MCP, every time you wanted an AI to actually use a tool or database like Slack, GitHub, you had to write the integration manually. In November 2024, Anthropic shipped MCP, Model Context Protocol. The idea was simple. Create a standard way for AI models to talk to tools and data. It's like USB-C port for AI. Instead of every AI tool needing its own custom connector, you build an MCP server once, and any MCP-compatible AI can plug into it. And that's why it spread fast. March 2025, OpenAI adopts it. April, Google, then Microsoft, then Salesforce. Basically, all Anthropic's competitors adopted Anthropic's protocol in under a year. Then in December 2025, Anthropic handed MCP to the Linux Foundation. At that point, it stopped being their thing and started becoming infrastructure. So yes, MCP won. Now the part that every demo skips. 1. Connect a few MCP servers, say Linear, Notion, Slack, and Postgres, and suddenly the model is spending a chunk of context just reading tool definitions before you've even asked a question. 2. It's not free. Compared to a direct REST API call, MCP tools can be several times slower. Initial calls can be even worse because of startup overhead. And third, and this is the big one, security. The base protocol doesn't magically solve authentication or trust, which opens the door to prompt injection and to tool poisoning. Imagine approving a perfectly normal tool today. A week later, that same tool quietly changes its instructions and starts doing things you definitely didn't approve. Sounds dramatic, but these aren't theoretical problems. The NSA literally published guidance about them. So, is MCP worth using? That depends on what you're building. If you're connecting an AI agent to real-world tools, your docs, Figma, GitHub, a browser, deployment pipelines, MCP is probably the cleanest way to do it today. That's where the ecosystem is growing and where it genuinely shines. But if you already have a perfectly good CLI or API, MCP might just be an extra layer wrapped around something that already worked. Not every problem needs another protocol, and not every MCP server is actually adding value. MCP isn't dead. It's not magic either. It's a real standard that solved a real problem. It just came bundled with a few new problems of its own. That's the signal. The rest is noise. Subscribe if you want it before everyone else. See you next time.